Hope you guys are doing okay. Trying to see about the rotation of my screen and what way it's going because right now it's telling me to go a different way, but I don't want it in that direction. So let me see what it looks like actually on the YouTube channel. Hope everybody's doing well today. I am going to be painting on this canvas here as soon as I get my stuff together because I don't go live. And so I don't really know how this works. And so let's see what we have here. What direction am I in right now? Am I in the right direction? Is it like going horizontally or vertically? Hi, how are you guys doing? Oh, it is. It won't do it the right way. I don't want it in that direction. Oh, let's see. Okay, I guess this is what we have to do. Give me 1 second. Let me switch this back. I was trying to be able to. All right. There we go. I was trying to record it and vertically, but it doesn't want to do that. So, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I am gonna paint on this canvas today and see what I can do. I think I'm gonna do a beach scene, and I'm gonna use. I have a few different paints that I'm gonna use. And so, as you know, I've been like doing a lot of painting lately, and it's been just very like relaxing, very calm. Um, Yeah, I noticed it's on the but when you're opening the live, like when you're first starting the live, Eva, it's like it tells you like you can have it vertical or horizontal, but when I put it that way, it wouldn't let me do it. But whatever. I'll just suffer with the portrait form instead of landscape. It's all good. Hey Carlicia, how you doing? Bags, hi. How are you? Um, yeah, I'm gonna paint today. I am inside. It was a really pretty day today. The sun came up around 11, 10 something, and then it's really bright outside. Nice blue skies. We're not getting a lot of sun, which sucks. But it's all good. It's not as cold. My friend down in Las Vegas was telling me that it is 32. It was 32 degrees this morning for him, and it's like 37 here. So they're the lower 48 is getting more winter than we are right now. But I hope that changes because, yeah. How's everything where you guys are at? Yeah, I know. I love it. So bright inside, right, Bex? It is like the perfect lighting. It's giving me so many different ideas for um, when I build my cabin. Yeah, I don't know. You guys, you're rainy down there. How about down there in Florida, Eva? How are you guys doing? And how about you, Carlicia, in Jamaica? How's it going out there? So let me get my. I forgot. I forgot my water bottle. So I'm going to paint on this canvas and then I'm going to actually give this canvas to one of you guys. So um, I'll go through whoever's been on the list and I'll put you into a little algorithm thing they have, like where they can choose winners. It's like spin the wheel kind of thing. And I will mail this painting to you. So let's get started with it. I've already sprayed the back of the canvas earlier so that I could get some good coverage on it, and it just preps the canvas and makes it like tighter itself. So, and then this particular one is gonna be like another beach scene that I've done, and it'll be I'm gonna actually be doing the entire painting, going back and forth in horizontal strokes. So, yay! It's raining in Jamaica right now. Aw. Well, I guess winter everywhere, right? Um, so the colors that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using this Perusian, it's Perusian blue, and I have a unbleached titanium. I have, for the water, I'm going to be using a ultramarine. I have a cerulean blue, and I have some brown so that I can actually like do a little bit with the like some kind of earth or something in it. I need to actually close my windows. The sun is moving so very fast that earlier I had to move the canvas because the sun was coming right at me. Earlier meaning like 15 minutes ago. And now the sun is like right here, so I need to close that so there's not doesn't have this blind spot on there. Cool. Now it's down. All right. And the last color is going to be this white. Use a little bit of white on there. So chilly. It's chilly everywhere. Oh yeah, I feel like in Florida, this time of year, you guys get the cold snaps down there. It's the best time for kayaking, though, down there in Florida, because it's like the best time to be outside. So we're gonna start. Let me see. I'm gonna be using both of my paddle brushes. This one is 1 inch. This one is 2 inches. And the first thing that I'm going to do is while the canvas is wet, I'm actually going to cover the canvas completely with this titanium white. I'm used to painting with on the table and not this way, but this is what we're going to do. So I want the entire painting to be covered with the titanium white, unbleached titanium, I should say, just so that it gives like an underpainting for the painting itself. And then I'll be painting the painting from top and then the bottom and then blending into the middle. So I'll be going in thirds. This one of the things that I like about painting is that you can use the same rule of thumb that you would use for photography. And so for me, it's easy. It makes it easier for me to do it that way. So you want to have like your focal point and, which is, for me is going to be pretty much the whole painting, but really going to be towards the center to the top painting. So that is usually how I start all my paintings. Is I will do an underpainting for most of them unless it's something that I want to start with the white canvas, and then I'll start with the white canvas and then color in. I've also been lately like sketching, so I've been taking like, let me get that back into this thing. So I've been taking charcoal and I've been like doodling on the canvas to kind of see, give myself an idea of what I may want to do. One of the things that I'm finding though is that I have not, I intentionally start with an idea and then I can never ever come out with the thing that I wanted, only in the beginning. So I've been trying to learn how to paint like things like trees and stuff like that. So I have not I'm still learning. But I do have a lot of prints now. I think this is going to be number 18 as far as paintings, um, which is really kind of cool that I've been painting so very much. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm actually going to be putting some stuff into my into my store. And I did forget a color. I kind of want to add, well, I don't know. I was going to add a little bit of gray. Let's bring the white in. This one's new. One of do any of you guys like who are creative and go in like is there a favorite color that you guys like to paint with? Because I love blues, so I've been trying to paint things that are other than blue. But I've noticed that I'm using a lot of white paint, and I go through like so much white paint. I feel like I need to buy it in large bulk because I go through so much white paint. Is that the same for you guys? Do you guys kind of go through one color when you're painting? So, how is everybody doing mentally? How are you guys faring mentally? I felt like when I was coming here, like being up here, um, I was gonna be sad and like because of the darkness, but I'm noticing that it's not even as bad as, and maybe because we're not having like a true winter, but it hasn't even really been as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way worse than what it's been so far, which I'm very happy about. I'm, I'm really happy that it is not um, as dreadful as other people have been saying that it was going to be. They're like, "Oh my God, you're going to hate it. The winter is so dark," and I'm just really happy that that is not the case. So mentally, though, I do need to get outside, and I've been finding it a challenge to get out. And I think like I came with the intentions of getting out and being outdoors because I love to be outdoors. But we're not having, like I said, we're not having the winter that I thought we were going to be having, where it's just like a lot of snow. And I think that that has kind of clouded me or tainted me from wanting to go outside because I really wanted to do photography outside in the winter in the dead of snow. And I I haven't done that as of yet. I haven't done that. So, um, but winter isn't that bad here this year. Now next year it might be something like totally different next year, but this year it's been pretty okay. So when I'm painting, I like to like really just play with the colors and then see what what colors work. And there are a lot of times that I'll come through and then I will continue to add different colors in. So, but these minimalistic paintings have kind of been my favorite lately, just minimal colors on the canvas itself. Um, and then just playing around with them within the mix to kind of figure out what I want and how it should look. But I don't know. This has been a very healing process for me going in. So 70 degrees. Oh yeah, nothing like I like there. Yeah, 7 degrees isn't bad, Carlicia. Not at all. Oh, backs. I like oranges and reds too. It's a lot of um, fun. Oranges and reds, and then I have that new painting. If you guys follow me on social media, I've been working on another painting. and I'll show it to you guys before the live is up. But yeah, I've been working with this other painting, and it's really bright. It has lots of color in it. I think I posted it on my social media account, but I'm still adding things to it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely not like my winter paintings where I was just like with all the dark blues and the whites and trying to make it look really icy. And it's really a lot different from that. So all right, so the top I've done, which would be the sky. This would be the ground. I'm thinking this is going to be more like instead of like sandy, and then I'm gonna come in with a different color. Let me put some of it onto my little palette. When I've been kind of like self teaching myself how to do, paint and everything, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube and trying to just figure out what for me is gonna be the best, um, as far as technique, and I'm finding that I like it. I like a lot of different styles. So I saw this particular style with the minimalistic strokes, as far as the brush strokes being on there, like with the blue, with going back and forth, but just minimally touching the canvas and not doing a whole bunch of different blendings. I've been finding that this has been like my favorite for everything. Just kind of just coming in and just stroking back and forth to create the color that you want. And then at the end of it all, blending. I feel like I'm learning to blend a lot better now than when I first started too. So I guess everything comes in time with putting everything together and making it look like something. So, but I do like the vertical back and forth of it all. Grab a little Peruvian blue. So for you guys that have been like rocking with me for a while, thank you. I appreciate it. Those that are new, thank you as well. I'm so glad that I have this channel, even though some days to me it's very stressful because trying to create content that people want to see is hard. And it's time consuming, and since I mean I don't I try to be consistent, but summer is very hard for me. So I'm very appreciative for all of you that have kind of been rocking with me over the past few years. I appreciate you all. So what's new, everybody? What is new in your lives? I see you, Eva, you said you're recovering from surgery. How how is that? How I feel like my health has been pretty good. Right now, I've been having some hip problems, but it's like getting old sucks. Getting old sucks, but it's also a beautiful thing because we like come into ourselves and we begin to know who we are and the things that we want in life. But the body portion, holy crap. And especially for us who have had children. But hopefully, this year will be a good year for us, for everybody. we'll be able to do the things in life that we want to do. Well, how's that looking so far? How's the water looking on there? Oh yeah, hiking. The hiking, yeah, I miss hiking too. That's one thing about Florida that I do truly miss. Um, I miss hiking and kayaking because I love kayaking. But those are things that I do miss. And I haven't been kayaking up here in Alaska lately. Last time that I kayaked, I was in Ketchikan when I was working seasonal, and I went out with my friend Wendy. She took me out. We went out to the Gulf of Alaska and did some kayaking, and that was so much fun. But I have not been kayaking, and to tell the truth, I haven't been hiking the way that I would like to. And I don't know. Maybe I think I'm a little um, intimidated about the trails here because of bears and moose, and we have all the big things. So I feel like I need people to go hiking with, and in the summer when it's the best time to go hiking, I can't because I'm working. Um, but I'm hoping that this year that will change, and that I'll be able to get outside a little bit more. I mean, I get out with my whenever I have like a tour group. I think I'm gonna stop for a second. I need to get some tape. Give me one sec. I feel like my horizontal line keeps creeping upwards, upwards, upwards. But yeah, I miss the outdoors a lot. So what have you guys been doing to get outside? To get some sun? Or are you just not gonna do that this winter? Are you hibernating like like the bears are? There we go. Now I feel better about that now. I can go through. Yeah, Bex. I try not to even feel bad about not getting outside or getting on trails and stuff because of my fear of bears, even though um, I know that they don't really want me, but I don't want to be the one to shock a bear. That's not something I'm trying to do in life is walk out somewhere and there's a bear there. So I've been kind of not going out at all, which kind of sucks. Because I feel like for me mentally, I need to be able to get outside, and I need to do things in the outdoors. Yeah, it is. It's scary to be out there alone. With the painting, just the strokes back and forth, it kind of adds a little bit of depth to the painting. Alright, so I like to blend in. What do you think about this like horizontal stroke? I I like the way it's just I love the way it goes that way. I want to figure out how to do trees this way because I think if I could figure out how to make trees just horizontally, it would be like this whole different type of thing going on. I've been playing around with like so many different stuff things. I've been playing around with different textures and um, kind of playing around with the way I pour the paint. I bought like some acrylic pour to create different things, and I need a bigger space. This studio is really tiny right now because I have all of my art is like everywhere. And it used to be like when I was in the van, when I lived in a van, my photography stuff was like everywhere. Like everywhere that everywhere. It was just everywhere. It was in my bed, slept with me. It was just everywhere. And I feel like it's the same way. Even though I have this larger space now, it still feels like there's just not enough space for all the things that I need. But we'll see. Maybe this year I'll be getting a bigger space and I can have a dedicated place the for all of my things. For all of my things. One thing that I see like is here. I should have taped this side too, the bottom. Wow, I got blue onto my I got blue on the canvas in the wrong spot. Oh. Hmm. All right. Have you guys set New Year's resolutions, or do you set New Year's resolutions, or do you just kind of go with the flow? I feel like I'm a go with the flow kind of girl. I figure out where that blue was coming from. You've committed to survive. Yeah, I think that's everybody's, right? That's one of everybody's. Yeah, eating better is definitely important because it helps. Oh yeah, going back to where? Oregon, Eva, or Washington? Yeah, to survive, I think, is on everybody's list, especially with the things that are going on around us. Oh my gosh, I'm so with you, Eva, on that. Yeah, I mean, I've been eating better. Um, I think I've been eating better because of Bex and Louie both. I've learned how to bake my own bread, and that I've also learned how to make cookies, which I don't know if that constitutes as eating better, but it's a better cookie. It's healthier because it doesn't have all the other things in it, so I guess that counts. But they have helped me a lot with doing that. And then I bought a juicer, so I've been juicing a lot, which I really, really enjoy. I bought this big giant contraption thing that Yona Yinton, if you don't know who Yona Yinton is, she's a YouTuber in Sweden. She has like this big, like a triple boiler that you can buy that's just for juice. And so I've been making my own juice. I just recently made my own blueberry lemonade. So I've been trying to do things where I'm using my own stuff instead of buying stuff from the store, because eating better is definitely something I something I need to do, because you know we are getting older and we need to take better care of ourselves, and you know so yeah, I agree, eating better is definitely so important, so very, very important. Serengeti girl, you set monthly resolutions for this year? Oh, that's really cool. Nice. And reviewing your previous goals. That's cool. So just to kind of do it month by month, and then to complete a year with something that you can see that's tangible for you. That's really cool. See, I have a hard time like with New Year's resolutions. I do like to do like vision boards. I haven't done a vision board in a long time though. But I do like vision boards because it kind of puts everything out there that's in your brain, um, out into the universe for you to kind of figure out what is and what is not going to work. So I do like vision boards. But this year, I mean, I don't really have any goals. I don't really have like a lot of goals, except for my main goal this year for me is I'm going to be working on my land. Like that's my main goal, is to get my driveway put in and finish my road. My neighbor has done a lot of the road, and so for him to have done that helps me out a lot. So the road going in, my driveway going in, and I want to put a pad down for when I put my for where I'm going to put my cabin. And I've already come up with a plan of I'm going to how I'm going to be putting what kind of cabin I'm going to be putting on the land, and also like the direction and everything. I'm just trying to figure out how to execute financially. And one of the great things about Alaska and me purchasing land here in Alaska is that I was able to go through owner financing, and I was able to set like how many years I wanted to pay on the land, and I set it for the minimum amount. So I set it for almost the minimum amount of 5 years, and my land is nearly a little bit over, just very minuscule amount over the halfway mark for my land to be finished. And that's one of the big things for me, is I wanted to be able to own my land and not be paying on it. And then anything that I build on it, I'm going to build within my budget. So that way I am as I'm building, I am also building how I can afford to build and trying to be as debt free in the end as possible. I'm trying to be as debt free as I can in the end because I feel like that's the thing that like is killing us is the fact that we owe so much to other people and it doesn't help for us to be able to build for ourselves. But yeah. Oh, so you want to be a van traveler for a month? Oh well, yeah. Van life is. I mean, Bex can tell you about van life as well, but van life. I feel like van life is scary, but it's not as scary as society tries to make it. I feel like when you just have to make good decisions about the places you stay and research the places that you stay and I think that you'll be fine. I think for me in van life, the scariest thing for me is that I had a older van, and so for me having an older van, it was I was scared for a different reason. I wasn't scared because of the places that I was going to. I was scared that I would have a breakdown and that I would just have a broken home. So with van life, I think that is the only thing that truly scared me. There were times and places that I traveled to that I was like, I don't know if this is my kind of place, but I just moved on. I just moved on and made my way to places that I didn't feel that way. So I think van life is wonderful and it's a great way for people to save money because that is half of how I save the money for my land. Like it was with that and seasonal work helped me to be able to buy. I put down 30% onto my land, and that was because of van life, being able to live mortgage free, and also um, working seasonally. So I mean, van life is. I guess it can be scary, but for me it was a healing space. What about you, Bex? How do you feel? Like, do you feel like being in a van that it helped you like with different things in your life? Because I feel like it helped me a lot with different things in my life. How's that looking so far? I'm just like, I think like here in the sky, because it's just gonna be these colors. I'm not adding any other colors in there, but I'm gonna add some more white into the sky to give some definition in the sky, and maybe I need to come in and this is dry now to touch, so I'm gonna come back in and maybe do some extra blending for the sky itself. Oh yeah, for finances, it definitely. Yeah, I do. I do feel like there's like pros and cons, just like there's pros and cons to everything in life. Um, but I think like having the right vehicle for one, um, and just kind of having a little bit of a plan of what you want to do as well, like what the goals are for you while you're in the van. Like what are the goals that you're trying to achieve? I think that those are things that you have to like think about. So I think I actually might take one of my blues from the ocean and add it to the sky here. I'm thinking I might do that. I'm just rewetting the canvas just so that I can get a better flow. Because I want to blend it. I want to blend the color in a little bit better than what I had. So. But I am super excited about about my land and about, you know, putting something on it and being able to call it home. And then maybe next year, when or next winter, I can ice skate on my lake. Or instead of like this year, I really want to go ice skating. But again, let me go back. This year, one of my favorite sayings is going to be something I like. I can do scary things, right? I can do hard things, and I premise that with I want to learn. I've ice skated many times when living in California. There's like ice skating rinks, and when I lived in New York, went ice skating a few times. But I want to go ice skating here, and I'm scared because ice skating here is wild ice skating, and it's like skating on the lake or a river, and that kind of freaks me out because I don't know a lot about it, and I don't want to fall into the ice. So I've been researching it. I even joined a Facebook group that is here in Alaska that does wild ice skating, but it really scares me. But I know that I can do it, and I want to learn. I want to learn. So I've been telling myself, even driving to the store with our warmer weather, all the snow is kind of melting, and then at night it's cold enough for it to turn into ice, and that freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie, it freaks me out. And so, me being able to drive, I've been kind of driving just to see how I react to the snow, and I've slid a few times, and I'm feeling a lot better than I was. So I think we can all do hard things, and we can all do scary things, things that are out of our comfort zone. And I think that we can all survive doing those things. What do you guys think? Is there something that you want to do in life that kind of like that freaks you out a little bit but you're still gonna do it, but it freaks you out a little bit just thinking about it? Because I know there's so much for me that just kind of freaks me out. And I'm writing this article right now about that, about learning a new sport when you're scared or when you're afraid. And I feel like the people that I've talked to about it, they all say the same thing. They all say that it's mind over matter, right? Because we have like this primal fear factor that goes on that is fight or flight, like I gotta survive, what the heck am I doing? But they also said that it's community. And I resonate with that so much because community is everything. Like, I'm so appreciative of my YouTube community. I'm appreciative of my friends, my van life community, even though I'm not living the van life dream. I still have a lot of friends that are, and we communicate and just everything. My hiking community back at home, like Eva, and my girls who like Florida peeps, and I just feel like community is important, and I feel like community is the start of learning to do scary things because you might not have done it, but somebody else has, and they can help to guide you in the direction. Like, for me, I'm so appreciative of Bex. That's my girl. That's like my sister from another mister. Like she, because I wouldn't be sitting here painting if it wasn't for her. She's the one who is so creative, and I know I'm creative as well, but for me it's photography and stuff like that, right? But she's so creative, and just watching her create things got me to thinking that I want to create some things as well. And when she came to visit me last year, we went to her favorite store in the world, Joanne and Michael's. Um, I bought my first paints. And now look, I'm painting. And I think I'm okay. It'll get better, but community is so very, very important in life. And it's funny, like a lot of you guys that follow me have known me for like years. And this little YouTube community, I stress out a lot about this about YouTube because I mean, I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of people following me, but the people that are there for me, and I truly appreciate that. And I know that I'll grow as a creator and as I grow as a person, but I'm just really grateful for you guys. Yeah, very grateful for you all. All right. I think this picture is coming together. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I need to add some waves or something to it. But I'll do that towards the end. I just want to get a little bit more tonal colors in there. But yeah, community is definitely important. Yeah, those are those Eva. Those would become my favorite stores too. Michael's, not really Joann's, but Michael's. And the town that I live in, we have none of that. We have Walmart, which I try to avoid is at all costs. I only really go there for really essential things. We have a Fred Meyer's, which doesn't have a lot of things for art. They have a few paints in there. Yeah, they have a few painting things, and then we have that's it. we have we have Fred Meyer's, we have Walmart, and that's where paints and stuff will go. We have a Joanne, but it's totally for people who crochet and stuff. There's like no other types of crafts really in there. They have like a very small section for paints, and it's mainly for kids paints, like Crayola stuff. So that sucks. But yeah, we do have an Anchorage, which I live 2.5 hours from Anchorage. So in the main city, we have Michael's and we have Joann's and stuff. But I have found a local store that sells paints, and I have been like in there every week buying different things. But yeah, we don't have any of the big stores, which I'm fine with because I feel like if we had a bunch of big stores, we would have a lot of people. And where I live, we have about 4,400 people that live here in the town that I live in, and I feel like that is the chef's kiss amount of folks to have. So there's times when I'll go into the grocery store and there might be 50 people, maybe 100 people there. Oh yeah, any art supply store, any craft store, Rex, is absolutely dangerous. It's so dangerous, for sure, because man, you'd be spending that money, and then like if you want to order things from like Amazon, which I try again, I'm trying to stay away from Amazon. I'm actually going to delete my Amazon account. But if you buy things from Amazon, we do still get free shipping on most stuff, but it's not going to be fast shipping. It's going to be when you get it shipping. So it can take like 2 weeks for you to get something here in Alaska and in the smaller towns. At least 2 weeks for you to get anything. But yeah, I rather shop local, and I'm so glad that I've been able to find some local places that I can actually buy some stuff with. Yeah, cool. I think I'm going to, let's see, trying to blend this a little better. I want this, trying to see, this is too much. Hmm. So do you guys have any travel plans this year? Anybody going anywhere crazy? I have one coming up, but I'm not going to talk about it. Well, I am going to California. I'll talk about that. I'm going to California next month to go see family. But I'm not going to do a lot of traveling this year because I do want to focus on my land, and travel is expensive. But anybody going anywhere really cool this year? I have some cool things that I would love to go see. However, I won't be doing that. Oh, I was like, it got dark, but that's my plant's light just went out. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the white here. Come in, put that in, and then make sure I get it up here. I want to put just a little bit of lightness at the top of this. I need to blend two colors together. Gives me, I want to get like a sky blue if I can, and put it here, the very top of here, and then drag a little bit through each side, just a little bit. Come back. But yeah, I I'm excited about life. Let's see. So I'm gonna wrap this off. Let's see what we get with our horizon. Hopefully it didn't bleed through to the back. Yay! How's that look? Thank you, Clara. Yeah. Outside, go out to Seattle. Yeah, that's where my sister lives, near Seattle. She lives in the outskirts of Seattle, like I think she's like 45 minutes from there. I like it. I'm gonna do some cleaning of this. I need to get another brush to clean this up down here. I kind of want to add some sky. I'm just gonna add a little bit to the sky. I like Seattle a lot. That's one of my favorite places to go. I wish that I could spend more time. Like I only like it because it's so pretty. They have really big trees there. So I like Seattle a lot. I like the Pacific Northwest just in general. I don't like that. I'm gonna cover that up, and we're gonna come back to the top. I think I'll do it a different way. Let's see. Um, yeah, I really love the Pacific Northwest. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, the painting is kind of coming together. I just want to check and figure out how I want to do my clouds in the sky. Cover that. Figure out how to do my clouds. Woo! Oh no, not across the bottom. Sheesh. Angie. I should have left that tape on there. All right. I'm just trying to get more depth in the sky here. There we go. I like that better than before. Like I said, I'm used to painting with the canvas down, so when I spray the paint, it doesn't like roll down here and mess up my other paint. Yeah, all right. Here, I feel like, oops, I can blend a little better. I'm gonna have to go in and fix this area here. Yay! Looking good! Happy accidents. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Now that's a big accident. Oh my gosh. My table. I've been having so much trouble with the wheels on this thing. We're gonna put it up with this. Because the wheel just came off. Ah, my goodness gracious. All the things, all the things. There we go. If one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. I feel like this right here bugging me. There. Yeah, I bought this easel on Amazon. And one of the wheels yesterday came off like mid paint. And I spent like an hour fixing it, and it looks like it's the same wheel. Something is just not tight, it's really loose, but that's okay. We'll work with what we have, and that's what we have. I need to buy a new easel, but they're so expensive, and that's why I'm just gonna fix this one. I just want some of the brown on there. Let's see. Yeah, at least the painting didn't fall. Thank goodness. I would have been very sad if the painting fell. So we're just gonna add just a little bit under here, some darker colors in the sand here. When you think about art in general and how like it's all about the perception of things, I feel like that's helped me a lot on this new journey, because when I'm looking at other artists, and then I go back and look at, and when I was beginning and I looked at the things that I started painting in the very beginning, I feel like it was me trying to imitate others, and now I feel like I've kind of figured out what makes me happy with art, and it's helped me to be able to create things that I'm really proud of, like this. I mean, I'm proud of this painting here. I mean, it was a quick painting. I did it in what, in an hour, but I think it came out pretty good. I still have to work with that sky a little bit more and the blending of the sky, but I think that it's coming out pretty good. And I'm really happy that I'll be able to give it to one of you all. That makes me really happy. The blending. I'm going to give it to someone else so they can put it on their wall. Woo! More of that drippy, drip, 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 drip. Come in and fix that later. And then also me realizing that I'm not perfect. And so neither is my art going to be. This is going to be a representation of me and who I am, the person. And right now, I'm a beach girl. I don't know why, but maybe it's because it's cold outside and mentally my brain is saying I want to be somewhere warm, like the beach. And so a lot of my paintings have been like beach oriented paintings, which is fine. I I've been trying to go to the beach like every other week because I live really close to the beach. Well, it's not a true beach. It's an inlet. So I live close to the inlet here, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been able to see beluga whales. I have seen seals, which has been cool, out playing, and different types of bird species like loons, all kinds of seagulls, of course. The bald eagle. Um, we have so many bald eagles here. Like the eagles are everywhere. Like when you go outside and you're driving, you are almost guaranteed to see an eagle. And they love it here in the Kenai. I guess this is like their spot because they can still do go fishing and stuff like that. So we have a ton of bald eagles here, which is so cool because I love the bald eagle and I love birds. I think my love of birds came from Florida, being and living in Florida because in Florida we have so many birds. There's like 270 species of birds that live in Florida, so you're gonna see some pretty birds. But yeah, I think that's carried over to being here as well, and so yeah, just getting out. And of course, I've been seeing things like moose. There's like a mama and her baby that come by the house frequently. I've seen caribou, and they're so cute. Like the look right now, it's like the small herds of the caribou with with like this all the it's all the females and their calves. They still have their antlers. I always tell my group people when I'm out on tour like this joke about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm like, hey, you know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer isn't true. We all know it's true because it's not a story, but if it was, it wouldn't have been true because the males lose their antlers in the winter, and the females keep theirs because they have to take care of the young by able to dig through the snow with their antlers. So the females keep theirs in the winter. So in the case of the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it was all women. It was a female team that was taking Santa and getting him to where he had to be on time. It wasn't those men doing it. That's my ongoing joke. Some of my guests like it, others don't appreciate it as much, but I think it's funny. I think this is what we're gonna do for our clouds here. We're just gonna take some white onto the brush and we're just going to like vertically dip it across like that. It kind of gives it a textured look, right? And then we're going to do the same thing for our water here. We're just going to take the tip, put some white on the tip, because I think the water looks pretty good. I'm trying to think if I should bring the water down. What do you guys think? Do you think I should bring the water down a little bit further? Like where this is at and just leave a little bit of sand, or does it look fine the way it is? Or should I bring the water from the sky up? What do you guys think? Let me know. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Yeah, the wildlife is so it's so nice. The wildlife is. It's like you go out, even the ravens, we have like a ton of ravens. Um, and so some days I can just hear them out there. And one thing that I didn't know is I didn't know, my mom told me this. One day it was snowing. There was a lot of snow out, and they were in the middle of the street. And I was like, "What are they eating?" I thought they were eating like a carcass or something. They were eating the ice. I didn't know that they did that. So now I'm like super fascinated with ravens because the they'll come in and they'll go to like where our snow has been plowed into sections, and so they'll go to those snow piles, and they will pick up pieces of ice. And I think that is so fascinating, so cool. And then of course the sound of the raven is absolutely beautiful. All the different sounds that they can make, anything from like raindrops and mimicking the sounds of other animals. So the wildlife here is really nice, and I feel like I've seen more wildlife this fall and winter than I've seen um, in the summertime when I have people out on tours. We if we see caribou, they are like way out in the distance. We do see moose, but I feel like we don't see as much wildlife. And like even when Bex came to visit me last year, it was as the snow was melting, so it was in June when she came. I think it was June, and we saw a bear, and it was we saw multiple bear, not just one bear. We saw multiple bears, which was really cool as well because I see bear here and there, but now that I'm like here permanently, I feel like I've been seeing a lot more wildlife, and it's just amazing just to see that, to like just be somewhere and have a large animal cross your path, um, because people see moose on TV, but moose are huge. They are like gigantic, like they and it's so cool just to see like a mom and her calf, which is one of the reasons why I put my trail camera out on my property so I could catch moose, just doing moose things, and it's really just kind of cool to just see them in their natural habitat and just doing the things that they would naturally do, and that they feel safe because they're coming through these neighborhoods because they can't be hunted here. Um, the For the moose themselves, we keep tabs on how many moose are hit on the road. Um, and I think the sign when I passed it the other day was like at 102 cents since July 1st. So they do it from July 1st to June 30th. And so far, since July, 102 moose in my peninsula have been killed on the road. The only time that you will like really hear about somebody killing a moose is if they were too close to humans and they posed a threat, and so that person might have to, shoot them. But we just see moose kind of roaming around. You see them pulling off the trees, and my land has like a lot of birch trees on it, and so they love it there. And I'm so happy that they love it there. um, a lot of the moose that are hit by cars is because they're crossing the road, and at night, especially in the wintertime, the wintertime is when we really see a lot of the moose getting hit. You just have to think about the ice on the road. It's harder to stop, and if the car slides into it, or the moose just come running out. It's just like deer. It's just the moose are just bigger and heavier. But yeah, the it's usually because the car couldn't stop, or the moose just came out of the woods or that area to cross the road, and um, they get hit. They're really huge animals. They're caring for their young, but they're still not the smartest of animals. Like, you know, they're just kind of roaming around because they feel it's their land, so they can just do whatever they want on their land, right? Which would include crossing the crossing the road when they probably shouldn't be crossing the road. So I'm trying to think if I should add more. You guys didn't tell me. Should I go higher up on the with the ocean or further down before I put add my waves to finish off the picture? I just have to let you know. Yeah, it's funny because we have like all these animals up here, but Bex doesn't. They have moose, but they don't have as many as we have, and they have deer, and we don't have deer. There aren't any deer that live in mainland Alaska. Um, we're just now starting to get like coyote. We didn't have coyote before, but we're starting to get coyote now. We do have wolves. I have seen one wolf in the wild since I've been here, but yeah, we just I don't know. I love the animals. You never see moose? Yeah. I feel like for you bags, like they are way out in the mountains or something. Like they are like we're not coming down there with where the humans are at. But Louis seen moose, right? But so yeah, Louis seen moose, but I feel like they're like out there. Like they just don't want to be bothered. And the deer just don't care. You guys have so many deer. I love Southeast Alaska. It's my favorite, or one of my favorites. But where I'm at now is my favorite. But I do love Southeast Alaska because they have huge trees. They have the old growth forests and stuff. Okay, all right. I'll leave it as it is. So I'm gonna add. I think I do need to just add a little more darkness right here. I think right here. I'm just trying to make sure I get. I mean, I can always come back in later, but I was trying to finish it with you guys. All right. So now the only thing left is I am going to add just a little bit of some waves or something like they're coming in. see if I can get some paint on there. All right, I think I'm done. How do you think? What do you think? Is it all right? I have to do the edges, but I think after I do the edges, it'll be done. And then I really like this style. I feel like this style is really, like, really cool and simple. It's something that you guys can do. No, it's not. It was. It's not. I mean, it's not. It's not intimidating. Like my others, like some of the other paintings that I've tried, have been a bit intimidating. But this one, I kind of like it, and I might. Okay. I'm sorry. I try not to go overboard, but I always like think like, what about the waves on hitting right against the shore? I like I'm um when I'm at the beach. That's like one of my favorite things to look at is when the waves hit the shoreline right there. So, ta-da! One painting. I want to show you all a painting that I'm working on. Let me see. This thing is going to tumble and not stay up because let me see if I can find something to put underneath there. So frustrating. I need to like win the lottery or something so that I can. Let's see. I'm gonna have to try to fix it again. Let's see if it'll stay for me. I'm putting like a. I guess as long as I don't bump it. Let me grab this painting. So this is the painting that I'm working on right now. And it's all dry. I've been adding flowers to it. So I'm gonna add flowers, so it's a metal. I'm gonna add some flowers to it. And I might add like a butterfly or a bumblebee or I don't know, I haven't decided what else, but it's gonna be like a beautiful little metal. So that is the painting that I am going to be finishing up. It'll probably take me like a few days because I have to wait for every single layer to dry before I can add another layer to it. So, yeah, I am very, very excited about this painting and about painting in general because I feel like you can express yourself in so many different ways. And when you have your hands in the paint, you just like are in it. You are in it. And I also feel like how Eva and Bex said, the craft store can be dangerous. Like I could see spending so much money. I already spend money like on canvases, so art is expensive, but it is very rewarding, and I really enjoy doing it. But I do need to get out more, and I need to do some. I need to do some photography because I missed my camera. I've been taking like vlogging stuff so that I can put together a video this next week, but I miss going outside and I miss the fresh air. Like I'll go sit on my front porch and watch the sunset because you can kind of see the sunset. And but I just miss photography and I miss taking pictures and all of those things. I'm really hoping that we get a big snow so that I have to go and um, take pictures in the snow. I want frozen ice photographs, and we have this thing up here. It's called hoarfrost, and I want to take pictures of the hoarfrost and icicles, and so I need snow. So you guys send me the snow vibes. Oh, you notice my plant? Yeah, those the one I have the spider plant, the pothos, and then that one in the middle that is Avi, or my avocado plant. Yeah, they are growing, and they love this environment. So they really do. Yeah, they are. They're getting big. I have so many plants, guys. When I was living in the van, you guys know I had a crap load of plants, and they all are with me, right here, in this place. So everywhere I go, they go. Yeah, they do get a lot of light. There's a lot of light, and then I have like the growing lamps for them too. I went and bought a couple of those, and I think they like the dry environment. Um, that is inside of the cabin because it's so well insulated. So I think, and it stays pretty warm. I have a thermometer that I keep up there. It stays about 73 inside. So they've been doing really good. I really am happy. I can't wait till they have a house like, you know, where it's our house and they never ever have to move again because they have been through it. I have that spider plant. Guys, when I first came up to Alaska 2 years ago with my van, that pothos and the spider plant, um, they froze while we were on the road because I forgot them and they stayed and I left them in the van and it got like down into the negatives and they just had little pieces. That pothos only had one little sprig on it. It's been 2 years for that to grow back, and this one, the spider plant almost died too. Yeah, plants are life. Plants are like definitely life. They make us so happy. I feel like plants and pets. Those are the things. They just make us happy. I mean, of course, our significant others if we have them as well, but the plants just keep us in a different type of euphoria, in my opinion. They do because they are just they grow when they're happy. They let you know that they're sad when they have the droopy um, leaves going on, and they bloom and give new life. And so the plants are where it's at most definitely. But yeah, I guess um, I'll let you guys go. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and for this hour and a half. Oh my gosh, I was so scared to have this live. Bex um, will tell you I was freaking out because I'm like nobody's gonna show up. I'm just gonna be talking to myself, and I'm so glad that I did this, and now I know I should do more. I just have to think of things to do. And I appreciate you guys again. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, whether it's buying a calendar. Thank you for those who buy calendars, buying a print, those who have bought prints for me, and just for hanging out and letting me be me and um, just being able to live life like how I like to and show it to you all and hopefully inspire someone to do something different in their life, do some kind of change, um, or revisit something that you really love. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you, but I am hungry. And I have some homemade soup that I have left over. I'm going to grab that and going to relax for the rest of the day. Maybe paint some flowers on my canvas over there. But I'll talk to you guys really, really soon. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, vlog, or live. And take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.